Next up, we've got our Assassin family. So this is our #1 selling board in our line. This is our Swiss Army knife, the one that you can put on to almost 90% of the people that walk into your shop, unless they are brand new to snowboarding and have never tried it before, or they're an old school directional daddy who just wants something that's stiff and one directional. This board is going to handle pretty much anybody else. Within the Assassin family, we got the Assassin and the Rumblefish. The Rumblefish is basically just designed for a lighter weight rider. All the same characteristics, the overall construction are here, but it's a little bit narrower underneath your foot and designed for a lighter weight rider, so it's just going to be designed for their size, the flex, and everything within the board. And then we get the Assassin Pro, so a little bit stiffer, more souped up version. With the Assassin, these guys are going to be a directional twin board. So you're actually going to get a center mounted stance, so you're centered within the side cut of the board, so you can ride this thing regular, ride it switch, it's going to feel the same. However, on the tip, we actually extended the tip and give it 10 more millimeters of length. So that a little bit extra length in the tip is going to give you a bit more stability at speed and a little bit better float overall. So it's going to handle that free ride capability when you want it to. One thing about this board that really makes it shine as well is it uses our most popular camber profile called rock out camber. So this is going to be flat between your feet, camber underneath your foot, and then a rocker tip and tail. So when you put this thing on the ground, it's actually going to look like it's a full cambered board. When you step on the center of it, however, when you load up the middle, the tip and tail are going to flare. So it's going to give you a little bit of a looser, more playful feel between your feet when you want it. When you get this thing onto an edge and you really pressure on your bindings, that's going to force the contact points into the snow and really help you lock in your turn. And then when you get it into some soft snow and you're really leaning back into it on the flat base, it's going to help the tip flare. It's going to keep that tip up. You get it onto a boxer rail, it's just going to cheat with you and allow you to press that press a little bit better. Next up, within the core of this board, it's got our Eco Popster Booster. So it's 3 kind of crazy sounding words. Basically, Popster, we use it in the majority of our boards, so it's a tapering of the core. So it's going to get thicker and thinner as it transitions down the length of the core. So you'll see it's thicker underneath your foot, then it goes thinner and thicker. It's going to help the board give a more natural flex, so it's going to just flex more smoothly. It allows us to play with the flex throughout the boards without having to change up the core materials too much as well. The booster portion of that is going to be a carbon fiber layer in the tip and tail. It's going to be kind of laid out like a chicken's foot. It's going to go from your inserts to your contact points and then straight down the tip. That's going to give you more stability at speed, so it's going to be more torsionally stable, and when you get it into a jump, it's going to have a bit more pop and just bounce back for you. And then the eco portion here is going to be bamboo rods that are added into the core of this board. Going to give you more life, a little bit more snap out of the board overall, and just stability with it. Down the sidewall here, you'll see that there's this brown layer, so that's actually a layer of cork built into the sidewall. It's a more renewable resource, a little more green friendly. Also works as a vibration dampening system. So when you're going over some chunder, some harder packed snow, this is going to reduce some of those vibrations and just make the board ride smoother overall. Then onto the base, you get our sintered EG base. This is one of our fastest base materials we make, a little bit more porous overall, and it's got an electric gallium additive into it, so a heat conductor. It's going to melt the snow faster as you're riding over it and help it just pour through that channel of the stone ground finish better. So again, this board is the perfect board for that rider that wants to ride a little bit everywhere. Because of the camber profile in it, it's going to carve really well when you want it. It's going to float in that soft snow. It's going to hit a boxer rail really easily. The core construction just gives it a bit more snap, a bit more life. So those are going to be the constructions on both the Assassin and the Rumblefish. When you go up to the Assassin Pro, the Pro is just going to be a little bit more souped up. So it's going to be a little stiffer, a little bit lighter. So we add paulownia wood into the core of this board. So it's just making it a little bit lighter weight while still maintaining the strength that you get out of the regular Assassin. Instead of having that chicken's foot of carbon fiber, this is a thicker band of carbon fiber that goes up and over to the contact point. So a little more carbon, a little bit stiffer in the tip and tail. And then down the rail here, instead of having the cork layer, we get our gunslinger sidewall. So this is a layer of carbon fiber that's sandwiched by 2 layers of rubber, which is going to give you the vibration dampening that you want and make it a little more smooth. And that cork or carbon fiber will give you a little bit more pop. So it's just going to be a little bit more stable at speed, a little bit stiffer overall. You get about a $30 difference at retail, so a little bit of a price jump, but you're getting something for that rider who wants a stiffer board, or maybe just a little bit heavier weight rider that needs a stiffer board. The Assassin family here, They're our Swiss Army knife. These are the boards you can take anywhere on the hill. It's the one board that you need to really conquer any part of the mountain.